A local nonprofit exists to eliminate animal suffering and to engage the entire community in the welfare and well-being of animals. They accomplish this by advancing model programs to promote the adoption of healthy animals, to prevent dog and cat overpopulation, and to provide veterinary medical services for animals in the community, and keep animals in homes through relinquishment intervention strategies. Their story and programs are coming up next on Polk Place. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tricia Pichette, and joining us today on the show are Paula Morell, the SPCA Florida Hospital Administrator, and Dr. Dorian Lara, SPCA Florida Director of Medical Services. Thank you both for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you have a lot going on out at the medical center, so let's dive in, okay? Now, how a medical center sometimes scares people, just the thought of it. So for someone who needs a little more than their general practitioner vet, how affordable is something like this kind of treatment for their animals?
That's a very good question. We work very hard, and thanks to generous donors and support from the community, we are able to keep our prices very competitive and affordable. And that's not just for general care, that's for advanced procedures as well.
Oh, very good. And let's see, comfort and ease of patients. There's the old saying, cats and dogs, they fight like cats and dogs. Is that part of making them comfortable? What do you do?
We actually have separate lobbies for our feline friends and our canine friends. This helps the kitties feel a little more secure and comfortable than it does the dogs. The dogs kind of don't really care. But we also try to keep the kitties in exam rooms that are separate and sort of farther away from the dogs. And we also make sure that we have pheromone plugins in the rooms that make them feel more comfortable. So we definitely want all of our animal friends to be just as comfortable as our people friends that come to see us.
Now, by pheromones, you're saying you have cat pheromones in the cat rooms to make them feel like there's more cats? Is that what you're...
No, the way I'll defer this to Dr. Dr. Dorian.
So basically, it's the brand is called Feliway, and you actually buy this stuff like on Amazon. And so you know how when a cat rubs its face like on the corner or something or your legs, they're putting their pheromones, their own little kitty scent, on you and kind of claiming you and saying, oh, this is my person, this is my home. And so people have figured out what this compound is, and they bottled it up and put it in the equivalent of like a little plug-in thing you can put on your wall. We can't smell it, but the cats can, and in some cases it can help to just kind of calm cats down.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's one of a few things that we do to make sure that the animals are comfortable.
Yep. Now, we have walk-in clinics for people and things like that. It's nice that kind of thing is convenient, but that's a recent addition to medical treatment for people. I mean, when my dog is sick, I get a little bit panicky, and I want to try and get my dog seen as quickly as possible. Is there anything you're doing to accommodate for that?
Yes, so we do schedule regular appointments, but if a client gives us a call and suddenly their animal has become ill and they need to be seen as soon as possible, we do offer same-day work-in appointments as well. We don't necessarily, we're not like a walk-in clinic where all of the appointments are walk-in appointments, because we do want to keep the client's time in mind. We have respect for the client's time, so we don't want people to have to wait too long. So we try to schedule and control the appointments as much as possible, but we are certainly here for everybody every day.
Well, as a pet owner, thank you so much for that, because I've been to a couple of emergency vets, and they're extraordinarily expensive. And both times I didn't really need to do that. It was just my my sense of immediacy. So to know that you're trying to accommodate same-day appointments means a lot.
And we do not compromise care for affordable prices. Some people think that, you know, if you pay less for something, maybe you're getting less quality, and that is certainly not the case with us. We just want to be able to reach out to the community to help as many animals as possible, but we still offer amazing service, compassionate care, even though our prices are a little low.
Now, do you have like a continuum of care? Is there everything from wellness to surgeries? What do you do there?
Yeah. So one of my actual mentors, he kind of calls it the spectrum of care.
Okay.
And you know, I guess it kind of depends on the individual patient, where some patients need less and some need more. And it kind of depends on what that patient's needs are as far as what we can handle. So I am our head surgeon as well as being the director of medical services, and I've had a lot of extra training in the field of surgery, including doing a portion of surgical residency, which is a pretty grueling process. And so we can do a lot of surgical procedures, things, obviously we do spays and neuters, we do those all the time, but things like fracture repairs with bones and plates and screws, and doing large abdominal surgeries, taking out various, you know, like a splenic tumor or something like that, which is unfortunately a common problem in bigger dogs, or other procedures where we've actually got a new device in. It's super cool. It's basically the way that I describe it. It's called a ligature, and not a lot of your general practitioner generally doesn't have this sort of thing. It's generally reserved to the specialty level surgeons. And it's a device that basically goes across a piece of tissue or organ, and we put it across it, and it sends an electrical energy through it and seals it and cuts it just like that. No tying off sutures, nothing like that. It's just instant, it's done,
Wow.
It's fast. And it's been shown multiple times that the shorter your anesthetic, then generally you'll have fewer complications in regards to that patient later on, especially in regards to like surgical site infections and things like that. So the quicker we do things without compromising care is always the name of the game with that sort of thing.
And will it help with healing as well?
In this case, for these things, it's mainly about the internal bits, and so there's really no pro or con, other than it kind of just gets us done in and out. It's for certain procedures, it just makes them go a lot faster, and that's just better for the patient, because I guess you are right, because patients under anesthesia, and this is dogs, cats, people, everyone, you get cold. And when you're cold, your immune system doesn't work well. And so we do what we can, and everyone does, to make sure the patients are warm. But the longer you're under anesthesia, you're still going to get cold. So the quicker we can get them the surgery done, get them off the anesthesia, then they do better that way.
Excellent.
Yeah. And we've got something else too, which I'm also super excited about as well, in regards to the fracture stuff. So we've got what's kind of termed digital planning software. And so back in the days, and what I used to do is you take a radiograph or an x-ray of a fracture, a broken bone, and you can see that it's broken in its pieces. And we would take acetate or transparency film with the template of the bone plate we're going to use, and we would take it to the screen, and then we'd like move it around to make sure, is this right? No, let's use this one, and let's do this. Now we've got digital planning, so I can take those x-rays, they're digital anyway, so I load them up into a program. I can actually take the bits of the fracture, line them up, so basically put the bone back together on the computer. Then the company already has the templates of all of the plates and screws within it digitally, so I just overlay it, and if I think this plate is too big or too small, I just click something and it changes it to the right size.
Wow.
And then I can say this is what we're going to use. So then again, that just makes things go a little faster, a little smoother.
It's like computer-aided drafting for bones.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
How about that? So how many vets do you have?
So we have 6 full-time vets right now. And we offer appointments, let's say 3 days, so that's wrong, for 6 days a week, so that's Monday through Saturday. We do surgery Monday through Friday, and depending on the day, kind of depends on what procedures we do. For example, most of my procedures are done on Mondays and Wednesdays, but if the emergency case comes in or something like that, then we can make exceptions to those, and I can do surgery on other days if needed.
That's
And,
excellent.
we have doctors who've have been graduated. Some of our doctors have been graduated for quite some time. Actually, in the late 80s, I think, is one of them. He's been around for a long time. He's a great guy. And we've actually just hired a vet who's just recently graduated as well, and who we're mentoring to kind of show her the ropes and how to be the best vet she can be.
That's a nice blend. You've got years of experience, and you've got someone with the most modern technologies in their repertoire. That's a very nice blend to have.
Yep.
And another question, as far as how you have a very difficult job. I mean, you're trying to do as much as you can and be constantly mindful of costs. What are some of the things people can do to help you? I know you mentioned donors. What else can people do? What would be useful?
To contribute to the SPCA, other than donors, they can contribute their time, volunteer. Okay. That's very helpful as well. And then clients who have concerns with finances, we do have some things available to them to help them. Between generous donors that are able to sponsor cases, there are also financing options that are available to the clients. We accept Care Credit, which is a revolving card that they can apply for, and we also accept Scratch Pay, which is a medical loan that they can apply for.
Now, where would somebody go to look for that kind of program?
They are both available online.
Okay.
They have websites, but they can give us a call, and we'd be happy to walk them through how to apply for those things.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. It's nice to know that the SPCA hospital is up and running and changing and advancing, and thank you both for everything you do for the animals of Polk County.
Thank you. We're very happy to do it.
Founded in 1979, SPCA Florida is a 501c3 nonprofit organization headquartered in Lakeland, dedicated to improving the lives of pets and people in the community. SPCA Florida provides caring, compassion, and hope to more than 4,000 homeless animals entering their doors each year. Open to the public, the McClurg Animal Medical Center is a state-of-the-art veterinary facility that heals and helps 50,000 patients annually and has 6 full-time veterinarians with approximately 80 years total experience. Thousands more pets and people are served throughout the community through their outreach and educational programs. SPCA Florida is celebrating over 40 years in Polk County with new goals and new programs. For more information, you can give them a call at 863-577-4608 or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.org.